Welcome back for another DM tool. I'm John from Dumbest D&D, and today we're taking a look at Fantasy Plus. This is a TTRPG audio arrangement tool. You can use up to 8 core tracks. You have a lot of different one-shot sounds that you can add here. It's great if you're playing online or if you have a computer with you and you play in person. It's from Monument Studios, which is two brothers, and they've just started a Kickstarter campaign that allows you to get on board with the revamp that they're going to do. Currently, Fantasy Plus is great for desktop, but not so much for mobile. One of the stretch goals that they did just hit was for a Discord tool, which means this is going to be even easier to use in the future. So I wanted to give you a little preview of what this looks like. From their Kickstarter page, you can see what the roadmap looks like and what they're going to be adding to this. It's got over 5,000 tracks, and instead of talking about it still, I'm just going to show you how I would put a board together. So let's go ahead and go back to the beginning, say default session. One of the nice things too is that there are a lot of playlists that are just already made. So you can take a look at this and say, let's see, user playlists, these are mine. System playlists, maybe we're running a Call of Cthulhu game, and it's just going to load up all of the things that are already preset here for you. So you got dark atmosphere, got volume controllers on all of these. So we'll crank those all the way up for dark atmosphere. Turn on some thunder and rain. Found that a lot of times I like using weather to be the main sound, and so in a lot of cases so far I'll pull this down on the actual music side. So we'll turn on something in the dark as well. Turn off thunder and rain, see what this sounds like. Just kind of like a weird Stranger Things sort of vibe on this one. The nice thing too is that you can save this for yourself. So if you like the overall sounds on here, you can save a playlist, just rename that. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main one though and show you how I've been setting these up myself. So from that default session, everything is gone. I'll go ahead and remove the one-shot sounds as well. So now I've got a clean slate, can start from scratch, and I'll go ahead and choose a track. This is Ghost of Saltmarsh. We're running the Isle of the Abbey. And so if you know about this one, there is some ocean bits to it. You got to go to the Skull Dunes at the beginning. So we'll go ahead and add Oceanside. So some nice waves. Like that overall so far. Good atmospheric bits. And so in the Skull Dunes, there are these sandy dunes that the party has to navigate through on their way to the Isle of the Abbey, or I guess to the main building that they're trying to get to and get some of these ancient relics. So along the way, they are going to meet some undead. Also, spoiler alerts if you're playing in Ghost of Saltmarsh, but I wanted to make sure that I was doing this for an actual game. That way it was a little less abstract. So the Undead Horde, let's see what Undead Horde C sounds like. Okay, so not too menacing, not hating that. Let's check out this one. So you can see the Master Mix has some sound, some music in the background as well. Undead Cavern. Undead Horde aggravated. Okay, so this is going to be good for when they encounter a dune that has the skeletons inside. That's where they will trigger this one. So it starts off with a nice ocean side, and then once we get to a good point within the game itself, we can go ahead and add the Undead Horde as aggravated. And you can change and adjust the sounds over here, which is pretty nice volume sliders. I've used Syrinscape in the past too. It's a little similar, but the thing with Fantasy Plus that I've enjoyed more is the UI is less busy. There's a lot going on with Syrinscape. So it really depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a highly produced, like very, very top-notch audio production, then this one is going to meet your needs, but may not go far enough. Whereas Syrinscape is going to give you very, very granular detail of every audio track that you want to play. So we're going to go ahead and just type in battle here, see what we get. So we can get some pre-battle. What's battlefield sound like? Okay, so some nice drum tracks there. Let's do Stepstone's battle atmosphere. Okay, let's go with chaotic battle. Yeah, it's very chaotic, so we'll go ahead and pause that one. I think overall, let's try this one again. Yeah, go with battlefield. Okay, so now we have Oceanside, we have our Undead Horde, we've got battlefield. Okay, so I like this overall. I think this is good enough for Skull Dunes. Go ahead and reduce that Undead Horde a little bit. Take a look at one-shot sounds now, action effects. It's kind of the main bits that you'll have. So, some armor hit. If you really want to get into the more theatrical pieces of combat, you got your standard sparring, shields, sawing through bone. Woof. I hate that noise. Okay, so we're gonna use Lethal Blow. We'll toss that in as one core sound. Have that as one of our one-shot sounds. About impactful one-shots. Booms. Impacts. Action Strike. How about some spells? Let's use Fire. Yep. There's a lot of different fire ones to choose from. How about Fire Explosion? Okay, yep. So we're going to use Fire Explosion. So we got our nice Oceanside audio. Very nice. Calm, soothing wind waves. Nothing bad's going to happen today. Everything's going to be great. Uh-oh. There's some undead that are near. They're coming after us. Getting closer. And then roll for initiative. Okay, so the battlefield has begun. Bring those down, and the paladin is going to smite immediately. So yeah, honestly, like, this is one of my favorite things, is that you can drag all of the volume down for everything on the left side. That way, when you really want to make sure that the one-shots stand out, you can do that pretty easily. And then the wizard's going to cast Fireball. Okay, so that's a quick look at Fantasy Plus. Again, this is a beta that they sent along. So for Fantasy Plus right now, it is a $4.99 subscription. Sounds like that's going to be the same case in the future, regardless of how the Kickstarter goes. From a cost perspective, this is similar to Pocket Bard, which is only available for mobile, and then Syrinscape is $7.15 for a very specific subscription, or just over $10 if you get the full subscription. So Fantasy Plus, for the amount of tracks that you get, for the flexibility in the UI, pretty good deal at $4.99 per month, especially if you're a DM that's online or using your computer at the table. So there you go. Hope that was a helpful overview. Pretty quick and easy to set up if you choose to do so. And yeah, you can start adding a little more to your games if desired. And remember, you don't have to. You don't have to do any of these things. Theater of the Mind still works just as well. It just depends how much additional time or how much additional ambiance you want to give to your table, give to your players. Let me know what you think in the comments below and what other tools you want me to try out. Till next time, roll high, stay ridiculous, and thanks for watching.